30 plus pounds. Okay. The other day I was on Instagram and I was looking at just scrolling, and I came across an entrepreneur that's in the podcast space, and he was showcasing how he had got into the gym, started lifting weights. You could clearly see, because I've been following him for a minute now, and I could clearly see that his body done changed up. Like, he more cut, rocked up. You know, if you listen to podcasts, you're an entrepreneur, you may have heard of, I think his name is David Shands. And he's looking better. You know what I'm saying? You could just see him glowing. He looks even crazier. He looks younger. And so I know a lot of times the folks that I help who are high achievers, high performers, go-getters, most times what happens is we get into our careers and we start to build family, and we lose that sense of structure and discipline around taking care of ourselves, because we out there taking care of our finances, we're taking care of the business, we're trying to grow in our career, we're trying to take care of the family. But most people lose sight of what happens once you do lose the weight, once you do get your body on point. Most folks think, oh, okay, bank account looking good, everybody taken care of, I it's okay if I have a little stomach on me, it's okay if my clothes get a little bit more tight. They just kind of brush it off and sweep it up underneath the rug, not realizing the real ROI that you get when you start to lose that weight. Okay, if you already doing well in your career, guys, if you're already doing well with your family, bank account looking real nice, right? But you still want to excel in your career, you still want to have a thriving personal life and social life, how much better would your life be if you were 30 plus pounds down, if you didn't have that extra weight? How much better would your life be? I'm gonna tell you how much better your life will be. So a couple of months back, I say almost about 4 months now, had a young lady reach out to me on social media. She wanted to join, but she had a husband, she's married, and so she still has one. She reached out to me, and people who want to join my coaching program, when we do our game plan calls, I tell them, look, we're not doing no 2-3 calls. Bring your partner to the call as well if you're married, and so that we can have the full discussion together. And so she brought her husband. Her husband, named Lance, runs a tech company. Okay, they have a family business, and both of them are extremely busy. They have kids and all that good stuff. And fast forward, she dropped 30 pounds. Lance joined out of just wanting to be her moral support, because he's a good husband, so he wanted to support his wife. Lance joined also. He joined inside the coaching program. He's now down 40 plus pounds. Okay, and so he came out here. Him and Goldie came out here to Atlanta a couple of weeks ago. We went up Stone Mountain with a couple of other members, and we did like a little quick testimonial. Me and Lance, and he was talking about how he just has no more brain fog. He's able to work more efficiently and be more productive in his career. Imagine how much more you could do if you had more mental energy, not just physical energy, but mental energy and bandwidth to do more. Guys, when we have that extra weight on us, we're not eating the right types of foods, and you just kind of like eating finger food, just snacking on chips and crackers and trail mix throughout the day. Dude, let's go zap your energy, man. Let's go. Yeah, you might not be hungry anymore, but it's still in your energy. Versus if you start to develop a healthy relationship with food, the types of things that I show my clients, you're able to not only lose that weight, but you're going to feel better. When you feel better, you're able to be more productive. When you have more energy, you can produce more. Just imagine everything that you're doing already. Get into the bag, nice house, nice car, beautiful family. How much more could you accomplish if you had more energy? How much more confident would you be if you were 30 plus pounds down, and you could look at yourself and you be like, dang man, my clothes feel amazing on me. They look great. You might want to go buy some new outfits. You might want to start going to more events, more business meetups, more networking opportunities, because you look the part. These are the types of things that I see when my members start to lose that type of weight, when they start to have that energy, when they start to get their mojo back, for my men, and then for the ladies, they get their confidence back. They start to Excel. They start this, and one of my coaching clients, she's down over 100 pounds now. She's like, yo, I've dropped so much weight. Now she wants to start like a business on the side of her career that she has in the postal office. She has a great, thriving career with the postal office out there in Alabama. But now she's like, I can see me doing more. Like when you take care of your body and your health, and you start developing that energy and that confidence, you start to feel like you're capable of doing more. But if you feel tired all the time, if you're hiding away from, going to networking events or, starting to post on social media, not just posting your head, you posting your body. People can see you. You're not feeling self-conscious about how your body's looking. You're able to just accomplish so much more. You're playing small if you're not taking care of your body. If you want to have an edge in life, if you want to have an edge in your career, if you want to be able to not just have your family doing okay, but you want everybody to be doing really well. You want everybody to excel. Somebody got to set that standard. And it starts with you. You got to be willing to set a new standard of living for you. Instead of just you waking up and going to work, eating you a waffle or a bagel, and drinking you a Frappuccino, it's time to create some new habits. The only way you set new standards is setting new habits. If you keep the same habits that you've had, you're going to continue to get the same results that you've been getting. And so it's not to say you have to have some type of pro athlete bodybuilder lifestyle to accomplish more. But you have to have something that's tailored to you. You have to adopt habits that are tailored to bend and support your lifestyle that you currently have. It's just going to enhance what you already have going on. There are some trainers out there, they'll tell you work out 7 days a week, eat chicken and broccoli every day. I'm not telling you to do that. What I tell my coaching clients is, hey, let's put down this bagel and this croissant right here. Let's pick up these proteins, these fruits, these vegetables right here. That way you not only lose weight, but now you have more energy. Let's stop winging it when you go to the gym, and let's get some structure when you hit the gym. Let's put together a calendar. Guys, my coaching clients have a calendar on what they need to do each week, so they're not guessing. Just the act of guessing and not knowing is stressful. Not knowing if what you're doing is right or wrong. Not knowing if you go get results or not. But most of the people I tend to help who are like high achievers, they thrive off of having a game plan. Most of them grew up, playing some type of sports. Football, track. That's what I did, football and track. Baseball, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And you have that ability to be coachable. And by being coachable means all you need is structure to thrive. Because you're going to do what needs to be done to get the results. But you just need a plan. Otherwise, you're just winging it. You lose clarity, and which causes you to lose that confidence. And so when you have that plan, this gives you the freedom. Having a plan gives you freedom, guys. Okay? I know you're extremely busy with your careers, with your responsibilities, with your family. All you got to do is start to develop structure. And so you already have your work calendar. Now it's time to start plugging in your health activities that you do to take care of your health within that same calendar. When are you sleeping? When are you exercising? When are you spending time with family? When are you taking time just for yourself so that way you can decompress? Guys, these things are important. People think it's all about just grinding, but you go grind your health away. Grind yourself away into mental burnout. But the people who I see who are excelling and not burning out, those are the high achievers who are taking care of their health. The people who burn out, they on social media 1 minute, then the next minute you don't see them for a couple of months, and they say, hey, I had a big health scare. I had to take a hiatus from social media. I seen a guy a couple of years ago, big guy, super heavy in the e-com space. He was putting out so much value, and then one day, didn't see him for months. And then next thing I know, I see him posting a photo of him in a hospital bed. This guy has a wife, kids, he got a Lambo, and I can't imagine how hard it is to get in and out of that damn Lambo, being that damn heavy. And so if you want to improve your quality of life, excel in your career, and also be a role model and set a new standard for the people that you love and care about. You got to start taking care of you. You got to start making it a standard, because that's the true ROI. When you take care of you, you start to improve everything around you. You start taking care of your body and your health, your kids, your wife, your husband, your partner, even your other family members. They start to see your habits, and it starts to rub off on them. They're like, dang, if he can do it, man, let me start exercising. Man, if she eating like that, let me start eating a little healthier. You see what I'm saying? Now your family starting to be healthier. Now you're changing generational curses. This is what I had to do, guys. Wasn't nobody in my family talking about eating no proteins and eating fruits and vegetables. Man, we used to eat soul food every day. Imagine if I ate soul food every day now, I'd be exhausted. I might not be like just blown out of shape or like obese, but I'd just be exhausted mentally. I wouldn't be able to like perform and produce content at a high level and coach my members still, you know? And so this is the real ROI. You get the energy to produce more. You get the body to have that confidence to be able to excel and like feel like you can accomplish more. Most people don't feel like they can accomplish more because they don't feel like what they have. Their body and their energy is going to give them, you know, the capacity to be able to produce more. But when you get in shape, you get that energy, I'm telling you, you go start thinking, you gonna be like, man, you know what? I believe I can go a little bit harder. Let me push myself a little bit further. Let's see how far I can really take this. But you don't get that when you play it safe. When you be lazy, just trying to get by. That ain't gonna do it. It's just wasted potential. Because you could do so much more if you start taking care of your body and health. That's the real ROI. All right, we out here, guys. I just want to drop some game real quick on YouTube. I'm gonna start doing lives a little bit more frequently, just to like put more content out to help you guys. Because I've noticed, you know, people from like Facebook and Instagram, they come to my YouTube, and a lot of folks be binging my stuff. And so I want to have like those little gems, you know, 10 to 15 minute gems that y'all can come just be like, man, I need to hear that today. You know what I'm saying? Man, he put me on point. That's right. I need to have that structure. I need to hear that, you know. And so with that said, if you would like help from me, I'm gonna start putting links below some of the videos, maybe not all of them. I'm not sure yet. But if you do want some help, I'll start dropping links in my description to where you can reach out, talk more about coaching, to where you can work with me, or you can just reach out to me on like Facebook and Instagram, and we can chat inside the DMs on that too. All right, we out of here. Let's get it.